Hey there, birds. We are starting up our playthrough of Guild Wars 2's new content this week, Living Season 5, Icebrood Saga Finale Champions, Chapter 3, Balance. I've only practiced that like 5 times before saying it here and now. And we got it, and we're good. I'm very excited. We're going to be working through all of this. We're going to get some people in for a group, and I am so pumped because it's been a slow revealing over the course of these Dragon Response missions. Some of these chapters have been a little bit beefier than others, but all of them seem to be leading to some sort of big conclusion, and I'm very, very excited to see if Chapter 3 brings us a little bit closer to that. So, we're going to be hopping in with some birds. I can't wait. I hope everybody else enjoys their playthroughs, and we're going to get started here. We got this letter from Die Windrake. I wish my name was Die Windrake. That's pretty powerful. It's a good fantasy name. What is Rook on its own? Not good enough. I would not say no to a Dancer Elite spec, Obi.
Champion, what's wrong?
It was horrific.
Oh.
Whole villages of innocent people just frozen.
Yeah, it was real bad.
For hundreds of years to come.
It was real bad.
I don't know what the Arcane Council intended, but what Jormag's doing, it's obscene.
I was like, this is messed up.
Based on both dragons' energy readings, the balance of power is definitely shifting. The council, we got what we wanted.
Jormag got what they wanted. We have to put a stop to this.
It's like, yeah, sure,
Perhaps
it's balanced, but at what cost?
Persuade the persuader. Jormag, may we speak?
The kind of labored way that Arena's talking is making me really worried.
I told you, I so enjoy our talks.
What you and Ryland are doing, the freezing of living things, it needs to stop.
Could you cut that out?
Stop? Why?
For one thing,
'Cause
you're
it's
using
bad?
corrupted magic. I don't need to tell you how dangerous that is.
I've been an Elder Dragon for quite some time, my dear.
More importantly, it's wrong.
It's morally bad, Jormag.
Wrong.
Jormag's like, I don't what are morals?
You're dooming those mortals to centuries of darkness, limbo, who knows what?
I confess I do not.
That's the point. For all you know, they're in pain, tortured.
The other dragons just need to learn some
Lives are
empathy.
preserved.
They need
When
to
thaw,
get their
they'll be in
emotions connected to
exactly
other
the same
people's
condition
emotions.
They were when frozen.
Physically, maybe. But mentally, emotionally, you don't know. You don't care. You need to care.
Oh, please tell me that we're gonna give them feelings.
Dear, I do care.
Oh my god,
Of
please
course
tell
I
me.
care. But you've left me.
Please
with
tell
no
me that we're gonna
option.
put them on the feelings train.
Me? What do you...
You refuse to help me stop the existential threat my brother poses. What choice then do I have but to shift the balance of power by whatever means I can?
Not like...
Your balance that chains me to an animal. No thought, no reason. Imagine my mind bound for all eternity to that.
I'm guessing that they're referring to Primordus
The balance is needed.
as being mindless.
The balance will kill us all!
They Angie! Oh
I
man!
need you. You know the prophecy. Only Primordus can kill me. I
Interesting.
won't risk taking him head
So
on.
we've heard, right, that Braham is the one
So
who's
you want
destined to
me
kill
to do
or
it
is the
for
one
you.
destined to kill Jormag.
And if I don't...
But maybe the dragons have their own sort of prophecy that talks about Primordus being something with that balance,
I
keeping them in
only
check,
ever
right?
wanted us to be allies, friends. I still do.
Yeah, sure. Well, Jormag, here's the thing.
But
We
I'm
made up
not
some
the
emotion
one
cards,
putting us on
and you're gonna
opposite
have to learn how to
sides.
understand what sad,
That was
anger,
not
fear means
reassuring.
before we can be friends.
Timey, try to talk some sense into the Arcane Council. Maybe we can at least take some pieces off the board.
Why do I get the feeling our lives just got way more complicated?
Do they all go mad? Why do they all go mad?
Oh this is all the good stuff I've been wanting for ages. I'm like saving up all my words until we get through all this dialogue. But I have some thoughts.
Caledon Forest, right? Was it Icebrood?
We'll have some
And
thoughts.
Frost Legion. I'm sending an emergency broadcast to anyone near that area. If you can help, just give me the word.
And what word exactly would you prefer?
Canuck!
Canuck? Is that
Is
Canuck?
that Canuck?
It is Canuck.
You're still
To
alive!
help it over here, you need some
It's been
help
so
near
long.
the farm. Lucky for you, I happen to be in the area.
I missed his
In the area
sassy,
doing
sarcastic
what
drawl.
Well, helping you, I suppose. Don't be long, Commander.
They are putting together a veritable feast of voices and voice actors that, like, oh man, I could just roll around in those voices, you know what I mean? We got Jormag's Whispers over here, just eat those up. Or Reen with her tinkle, the tinkle town that happens, and as she gets more agitated, it's like, you're in a, I don't know, Swarovski crystal shop, and you're just knocking them all over the place. I'm just living right now. I'm living my best life. Gosh, I love this artwork, though. All of the loading screens for the missions have been so
Commander,
good.
Good timing. Just got here myself.
Oh, it feels like it's been years, Canuck. It's great to see you again.
It has been
I just wish
years.
it was under better circumstances.
Lucky for you, my bar for better circumstances isn't what it used to be.
I
With
wasn't
all these
expecting that we'd
Icebrood
get him
around, we
again.
need
I'm
to get the
so
survivors
happy.
into Caledon Haven. Should be safe there.
And
Except
yet,
it looks like the Lion Guard were just as surprised as the Sylvari.
it does make sense, though.
No, the Dominion of Winds is right up the hill. Would be nice if those overgrown feather dusters pitched in for once.
They're bringing it all together. They're bringing it all together! We did get the, sort of memory pool mission, right? That went back to one of his missions from the original season way back when, Living Season 1, right? Where you first actually meet Canuck, which I'm so glad they did. I wish they could do a little bit more even with some of his cutscenes, because there's all sorts of stuff with him there that I just didn't know anything about, having not played it myself initially. Whoop. Why do I feel like the music is not activated? I feel like we're missing half our audio here. Give me a second. This is as good a time as any. It's not. That would be why. It's like, where's the music? Well, we might die here, but we'll see how it goes. You hear Matt Mercer. Matt Mercer is fantastic. I have to pay respects. It ended before it even started here. There we go. Kimbo, it's good to see you. We're glad to have you watched all the way from Ecuador. I know Dominion of Winds! See, I'm just having so many feelings right now. Dominion of Winds is something that has been just hanging out in this game for 100 years. Can't go in there, can't do anything. Very excited to see this. Canuck as well, like we were saying, they kind of brought back some of the stuff with him. So we did get a little look at his, like, first appearances. I think they were setting us up to get more context with him, which I'm so into. So we're supposed to be fortifying the remaining parts of Caledon Haven from the Icebrood onslaught. Kill the Icebrood. Great, I'm on it. I'm already doing it. Repair barricades. Alright, this is our, like, pre-event that they have us doing. I know, the music! I was like, this is way too quiet. Where's our music at? We got it turned on. We're good. Oh, please dive. Please die quickly, sir. Kiwi, this is the very first time we're doing this. So we're just going through for the story purposes right now. It's all Bert's fault. Just wait until I break out in dance. Then it gets even more chaotic.
I've been sent to gather aid. We're under attack.
New bird characters, new bird characters.
The frost creatures laid siege to the gate and built a giant wall of ice. I barely slipped through before it sealed the path into the city. With me, please.
I feel like I have to put on serious face. Anytime she looks away, I'm just like,
Take the Dominion of
new
Winds.
Tengu
Go,
characters!
we'll follow. Canuck with me.
Commander?
Give me so many Tengu with the new X-Pack, please! I also like how they've kind of added in that little bit of, extra vocal effect, sort of like how the Chars, they're moist. Their mouths, they've got this, like, great kind of snarly effects that they put on there that are really good. You're convinced, now you want to try Guardian? Puzzle Guardian has a lot of fun builds, and even with things like Firebrand, the playstyle is so different. If you're looking for something that can go like Condi, or it can go sort of heal support. I mean, I'm doing Dragon Hunter, which I really do like for just sort of open world PvE content, but you know, you can also do some really great power builds and things, so it's like grumbly. They have like mouth smacky noises. It's hard to explain. Kaz is like, nah, I just need to change build so that I'm invulnerable and nothing can kill me. Hey girl, hey. The Icebrood are attacking the area. We need to send reinforcements from the trading post. Will you accompany me? Lead the way, girl. Never leave me. I need to just collect bird fam members. Literally, now in Guild Wars 2. All Tengu Guild coming up. Okay, alright.
So when your neighbors get attacked, nothing. But when you're attacked, you expect us to pitch in, no questions asked.
If you have questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them.
A masterful dodge. Who else have you managed to pull into this?
Oh, I love that they paired these two together.
Not sure where they're
And the
from,
Exalted too!
but they've offered to help.
I'll bet they heard Jory's broadcast, showed up to help, then got dragooned into this mess.
They are really hitting all of my checklist of things I would want combined in this particular chapter. I was a little underwhelmed with the dwarves, their reveal and the kind of context. Which is like, they really needed a cutscene. I still don't know why they didn't have a cutscene. But this I am living for. I mean, because the Tengu they did wall themselves off in that city. Even from the beginning of the game, you can go up to that area and you can see the Tengu patrols that are like standing on the bridge, and we've never been able to enter in there. And if they use this as like part of our entry point into the Tengu, into Kantha, into all the stuff going on, I am just over the moon, because these have definitely been some loose threads that a lot of players, myself included, have wanted to see sort of tied in together. And to put Kanak in here as well, somebody who did like fight for freedom, who was sort of this person that did so many things for other people, which we don't really get a sense of if you didn't get to meet him in season 1, or if you didn't do that little sort of mission that we got with the Pool of Memories, which definitely do, and like check out the context of it because it makes sense. But him kind of getting pulled back into caring about people and this sort of, I don't know, mission and things, it's so good. And then calling her out on that, I love it. All right, well, let's talk to everybody and see what's going on. All right, we'll need to be careful. The woods are crawling with Icebrood. Are you ready? Not yet. I gotta talk to other people real quick. Can I talk to you? How about these beautiful floating ancient guardians? Long time since we saw each other. Co-parenting a dragon. It was wild, huh? Oh, no. Oh, they've all been frozen here, too. Oh, jeez. Jormag, why you gotta be like this? Why couldn't you just be a good person? Or a good dragon in this case? Alright. I'm not gonna lie, I love the moral ambiguity. I think it's been real good. It's been very fun, so I wouldn't trade it for the world. But why can't you be a good person? Well, it doesn't seem like we can really talk to anybody. So I guess that's what we got. Let's move on to the next mission then. Or this next part of the mission.
I've never seen enchanted armor like that. It could be just what we need to break the siege.
Oh my god. Oh man. Oh jeez. I got turned into a big glowy boy.
Surprised that we would help you, Caladris. Quite the dim view you must have of your neighbors.
Well, the Tengu were kind of chased out, you know?
Time outside the walls. Never even met a Silvari before.
Lucky for you.
Canthans have been pretty insular.
First impression.
Are all Silvari like you?
My dear, I dare say none of
Yeah, scientist, I'm so beautiful! I'm like a gigantic glowing pillar of strength!
Well, my face is basically a map of the world by now.
You're not that old, calm down. You're a salad. You're gonna stay forever crisp and fresh. From beautiful to something so ugly, I'm a floaty glowy boy. I'm very glad that I was fishing around for dialogue and ended up just becoming this mega powerful, beautiful friend. Can I just stay this forever? This is a good time. This is a good time right here. I'm guessing this was just like one of the optional aid things that you could pick up, you know what I mean? Mod's doing the Lord's work. I see you. Thank you, friends. Appreciate you. Alright, this was worth it. This was worth it. This is very good. Can I just hang out as an Exalted for the entirety of the rest of the mission here? Exalted is one of the support factions. Very good. I see Hilden chat says, I picked Exalted on this one because they're pretty OP. Me over here swinging a sword the size of each of these these enemies' entire bodies. Just like, yeah, I'd say they might be a little bit OP. Yeah. You're hearing right, Matthew Mercer is the new voice of Canuck. We loved working with Joe DiMaggio. His iconic performance as Canuck was urbane and hilarious. Scheduling conflicts meant they weren't able to continue. Aww. You know what? I mean, it makes sense, and sometimes things like that do come up, especially in this kind of, like, pandemic world, you know? There may be some voice actors that have adjusted better or worse to working remotely. We don't really know, right? But I do think that, you know, Matt has done a good job of capturing that essence to the point where, although there is, like, you can sense that difference a little bit, it didn't feel jarring to me. I don't know, how about everybody else? Did you feel like it was and you were just kind of like, hold up a minute? It seems like it was a pretty smooth transition and homage to me. It's possible that IMDb is listing the original voice actor for Canuck from Living World Season 1. Lander, why are we Exalted? You didn't get to do that. So I think that you can select different supporting factions, and it sounds like our Exalted faction was selected here at the beginning of this one.
There's the ice wall up ahead. Are you with me?
Possibly because it's so powerful. Took you a moment, but he's definitely worthy of the role in your mind. I mean, he does a great job with everything. So I have no doubt he's going to do a great performance. And man, I'm so glad they brought back Canuck. What are some other characters that anybody else, like previous NPCs, side characters that you'd like to see get a feature again, or you think could use some more screen time? For me, Canuck was definitely on that list. I always felt like I didn't really get a chance to know him as well, having not played Season 1. Countess Anise! Oh, I love that one. Gold. She is somebody... She doesn't die, right? No. She's still... I think we haven't seen her in ages. Oh my gosh. It's been ages and ages. I know. Obi Zoja's definitely one that I think a lot of people have really wanted. But I have no doubt that the reason we haven't seen her again is because of Felicia Day's schedule. I have no doubt. And or just like her costs, or I have no idea, right? Yeah, I don't think we've seen Anise for a billion years. The two of them together, though, very good. Very good. I'm gonna hop out of the armor and do this outfit.
Everyone, thank you. Commander.
Thanks, Caldress. Get it together.
Please join
Yeah, we don't
me
get carried away with our emotions. Not in this family. You have no doubt that it's the cost. Yeah, John. I think that has to be it.
With more than a little help,
she's powerful.
Outsiders pitched in.
Don't underestimate her.
Beyond the bridge.
You assembled this army in what, an hour? How did you convince them?
Hayato.
You asked for help, so we gave it. That's always reason enough.
We've got a lot of friends in a lot of places.
Behind you, beyond the bridge.
Is he one of the NPCs that's actually on the bridge on the map?
Want to open that gate so we cannot die?
That thing getting inside. Not a chance.
Canuck only comes up to my hip, but his sass makes his presence even larger than any Norn.
I'll work. Come on.
Oh, do we have to do some sort of bonfire ice mechanic like the fractal? It seems like we're gonna have to here. Which is unfortunate because that's my least favorite mechanic. It is! Keep the fires lit! Ah, jeez, ah, man. Ah, boy. Alright, we'll do it. We've practiced. We know this mech. Man, it's spicy up in here, though, I tell you what. Heck, birds! kinda don't want the punishment bonfires. It's like I gotta go to timeout every time I have to relight those suckers. More Frost Colossus time. Oh god, he's spitting up everywhere.
We have to slow it down.
Jump or dodge the shockwaves, much like we've seen with other mechanics by this guy. Yeah. So any like iterations of these that we've seen have had mechanics like that, where they have like the radiating pulse kind of AoE. Although this one is freestanding. He's not confined to the ground. Guessing that's gonna be it. There it is. Oh boy, oh jeez. Oh, light the bonfire! No! You know, no big deal, just gonna freeze to death a little bit. It's alright. This is totally fine. Not quite as big as the one in Bjorn. Yeah, maybe a little smaller. This is like the travel pack version. If the other one is the full meal, this one is like the Lunchables version of it. You know, light and made for travel. Also to make all the other grade schoolers jealous. Oh, please stop spitting up.
Oh, you're not going to die here.
Okay, more stompy stomp time. Here we go.
You get to tell your friends.
Oh, well, you know what? That one didn't time quite right.
I don't have any friends.
Don't worry.
Just another fun story you get to keep to yourself, I suppose.
Just another fun story you get to tell to nobody while you sit alone in silence, sad in your room. Canuck, you gonna be this girl's friend, so help me. Canuck can't talk. He has some friends, but do we ever see him with them? No. He could use a friend too. Had too much icy cone too fast, and now he's doing a little bit of a throw up. That's so deeply unfortunate. Deeply unfortunate, and makes this whole encounter far worse overall. Yeah. So do I need to find a log to light things on fire? Oh geez, man, everything really is cold and frozen, and there's just devastation over there. So many bodies. There's so many bodies. In other news, though, the music is a jam. Just dance to it a little bit while you try not to think about all the innocent life that's been lost. This one needs to be lit. Whoop. We got a dodgy. Apparently, I can't dodge roll when that's happening. Well, I'll just hang out over here.
I don't know what to say.
It had too much icy cone. This is jealous of the other Lunchables. Boogie, they changed the voice actor for Rox and Canuck. Why not Zoja if it's too costly?
Outside our walls, not after what I've been told. There is much to think on, but I can safely say you're not at all like I expected. So, thank you.
The Dominion of Winds faces the same threat we all do. Perhaps
Friendships.
there is hope of a stronger alliance between
Let's
us.
all come together.
I have little sway over my people, but perhaps if I tell the story to enough Tengu in the tavern.
Opinions will change. Anyone who wants to fight with us just has to say the word. Goodbye, Calidris Sparrowhawk.
She's cute. I hope we see her again. It does seem like maybe she's being set up as a character that'll be sort of tied into stuff or get some good banter with Canuck. And, I mean, Guild Wars 2 doesn't really have a reputation for doing this, so I don't necessarily, I'm not banking on this, right? But it would be really interesting if these sort of alliances that you can kind of foster and these connections that you can build by doing these Dragon Response missions and, you know, like connecting with these different factions, it'd be really cool if they, I mean, even built off of some of the work that you may have done in the finale, or had some little extra tidbits or things with those factions if you've done it. Oh, hello, Evangelos. It is Spoilers Day. No worries. If you need to pop out because you don't want the spoilers yourself, I totally understand, but I'm so glad to see you. Oh, we have a George the Cat over here. The convos you have with Tengu Lady are awesome, and why you think that playable race could very well be a thing. Let's see what she has to say. Let's get it. I still can't believe we survived that. All in a day's work.
You and Canuck are really downplaying this. It's honestly a bit unsettling.
It's really weird. You're both really
Not
strange.
so much because I think you're wrong, but more because it means you've had to fight these things before.
Well, you've been behind these
And
walls,
if you fought
never
them
going
enough to
outside.
act like this in life or death situations, what have you been avoiding? And why?
I mean, good questions. All right. Let's keep talking. What do you do in the Dominion of the Winds?
I'm a messenger. My speed is unmatched, and I know every shortcut through the Eyrie. When they... what did you call them? Icebrood? When they started amassing around the gate, I was sent to find help. I think they knew if anyone had a chance of slipping out before the bridge was lost, it'd be me. And it was. To be honest, I'm not sure how I go back to delivering mail after this.
Callie has discovered a higher calling. She's like, I was not even a fighter, but look at all the things that I've done. Also, I love that she is wielding the Tengu weapon. That is fantastic. Also, new guild hall of the Eyrie, please. How good would it be, though, if we had our Birds of Chess guild hall, and it was the Eyrie? What are Tengu told about the outside world?
I can't speak for all of us, but my family, everyone in the Great House, thought humans would destroy us. You know, like they almost did with the Char. It was always safer to just stay inside our walls. There's a part of you that knows it's not all true. It can't be. The world's too big. Hopefully I can change a few minds, the way you changed mine.
Well, there isn't something in there specifically that's like, wouldn't it be wild if, you know, you could just make yourself a body like a Tengu? I can see that. She compared them to the Char. A little bit of you're right, a little bit of relation there. I mean, again, like establishing that they've been very isolated. They haven't been in contact with anybody. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's anything in there that I would say like, yes, this means for sure that we are getting them as a playable race. But I do think there's a lot of stuff there that would make it possibly feasible. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, we going? We going, Tengu? Is it happening? We doing it?
Holy crap, Commander! There's been a spike in Primordius's power like I've never seen!
That
Something
doesn't sound
changed.
good.
Get back to me as soon as you figure out what.
That sounds like a
I can
no.
shed some light on that front, champion. Braham came to see me.
Braham, what did you do?
Hear me out. It's my destiny to see Jormag.
Yeah, okay.
You understand that better than anyone.
I do.
Braham's here in spirit form?
Jormag has much more power now.
Owl said the wild together can direct the fall. And I'm the harness.
All right, okay, Braham.
That's a lot on your shoulders, Braham.
Giving you some benefit of the
is at
doubt.
stake.
Which is why the spirits and I are gonna wake Primordus. Get him focused on destroying Jormag, not the world.
You stinky,
I just need
stinky
to know
Norn.
where Primordus is.
Why does that matter? Jormag will never face him voluntarily, unless Jormag is certain to win.
So we force the confrontation. Jormag can't stay hidden from their own.
Primordus is a
Bram,
wild
the
beast.
man with no
There
plan.
is no
The
directing him.
I'm Norn, Aurene. We're not afraid of beasts. Spirits of the wild will give him all the brains he needs.
Oh. Oh.
I'll keep watch on you through the mists.
Now hold up a
You
minute.
agreed to that reckless plan?
I did. You'll only understand if you walk in Bram's shoes. Step into the scrying pool, champion. Bram's journey awaits.
A little like playable mission thing in between? Oh man, oh geez, I'm very excited. Okay, all right, okay. I am so glad that we actually have like some additional story instancy stuff to bulk out some of the things for the Dragon Response missions, and I'm living. Cinnamon rolls. Snape, it's been so long since I had a cinnamon roll. Oh, whoa. This loading screen single-handedly makes me like Bram. Did you see how cool he looked? Look at all the animals. Hey, buddies. It's like I went to a really hot zoo. I'm Bram? Wait, I'm Bram? Oh, jeez. Oh god, it's time to really embrace my inner Braham, I guess. It's time to really get into this. Is this where everybody goes when you fail the Chalice of Tears? Like, do your dead bodies just pile up down here? Is that how all of you got here? It's just Braham and all the people who couldn't complete Chalice of Tears? I'm sorry, I'm having so much sass right now, mostly just because I'm riding a high of excitement. That's just, I'm like buzzing. The like flute in the background. This is really good. This is really good. I'm a little bit sad. This is... doesn't really matter. It's not anything to actually be sad about. The Norns, we've had some connections, like if your character is a Norn, right? We've had some connections and some like bonus dialogue and things that have happened, you know, with some of the spirits as well. But boy howdy would I would have loved to have my Norn get to like really have some kind of special journey with the spirits. Because Braham's doing it, and Braham, I get that you're the spirit liaison, but like grabby hands though, I love the spirits and the whole theme of them, they're so good. And I think they're about to get absorbed inside of this really hot, hot, hot dragon, so I might never get this chance again after this season. But we'll see. This is the inside of Draconis Mons. Who's my favorite spirit? Oh, it's hard. I mean, you know it's gotta be Raven because of the whole bird thing. My great shame, though, is that when I made my original Norn character, I made her wolf. Ira is wolf spirit. I know, Kasu. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? I made the character while we were streaming. I don't know what I did. Ira was drunk. That's what she lost at the moot. She misplaced her spirit and picked up the wrong one. I love the bear model. He's so happy. Look at him. He's just happy to be a spirit. He's just living his best life in this volcano while these flutes toot in the distance. Okay. All right. All right. I'm ready. I'm ready. The sass is out of my system. Although I am really hungry for desserts now, but let's do this.
Can't believe I'm about to drop down into a volcano. I'm a snow guy.
Hopefully it'll balance out.
There is an open cavern below the lava. I can sense the air currents. That should make you feel much better.
Do we actually get to see
The idea was
Primordials?
yours, Erson. Are you saying you're not up to the quest?
Look at all our spirit
Nah,
friends.
the plan is perfect. Jormag's not expecting us. Bastard's too cocky.
I do love a hunt when the prey doesn't see me coming.
Exactly. Just saying, burning alive wasn't part of my plan.
Good thing you're running with this pack. Channel our energy to push the lava back. I appreciate the
Raven! And Raven is an appreciator of rhymes and fine puns. Come on. How can you not like Raven? How about everybody else? Who are your favorite spirits? Down into the hot pit, big old bubbling lava like a soup made of Braham and a bunch of spirits. Alright, Wolf, let's go! Channel that spirit energy.
Guess I shouldn't be surprised there's a welcome wagon.
Quests don't get easier the further you go.
Also,
I'd say they get more fun. Best time I've had in ages.
they all just have such good voices! I was trying to decide which one's voice I like the best, but like, oh man, Bear's got this little bit of like sass. You've got that good purr with Snow Leopard. Wolf just sounds like really chill, but a little bit noble, but like cool about it. You know, not like aloof, but cool. Like a person you'd wanna, an animal spirit you'd wanna hang out with. They're all so good. I love them. Am I supposed to go down in that? That seems like a bad idea. That seems like where dreams go to die. Is that where we going? In there? Will I die if I go in there? That seems like I'll die if I go in there. You don't normally... Oh, look, there's more boys over here. I'm over here like, look, if you want me to drop into the lava, I mean, I'll do it. I'll do it. Are you sure? I'll go, Guild Wars 2, but like, that seems bad. Check my buffs. Oh, we can change it to the different spirits. Oh, I mean, you can do this as a regular Norn. It's not that exciting, Braham. Oh, you mean the buffs over here. Wolf's Fangs. Wolf lends you his form when you call for it, or even carries the voices of the spirits of the wild through to your thoughts. Snow Leopard allows you to fall from any height and land without injury. Bear Spirit protects you from the extreme heat. Oh, I'm loving this. I love this deeply. I'm very glad that Braham gets to live his destiny. Is my inner Norn player a little jelly right now? Yeah, but I'm trying to not let that jealousness just overtake me and corrupt me as a person, you know? Am I a little jealous? Yeah. Oh man. It's real good though. It's real good though, this whole instance. I'm very excited. I'm so excited, I don't even know what buttons I'm pushing. I'm just having a good time. Think swimming with dolphins is expensive. You should try swimming with sharks. It costs you an arm and a leg. Okay. Deej, am I sometimes, as a player, as a person, prone to just yeeting myself off of things with abandon? Yes? Yes. Yeah, I am. Yeah, there's a lot of clips that prove that. I can't really lie about it. Use that special action while you were in Reaper Shroud and it bugged out. Oh no. Give me your spirit energy. Channel it, channel it, channel it, channel it.
Trading one dragon for the other? If we end up like Ox and the rest, what happens to the Norn if we four are lost?
Hundreds, thousands of us have already died because of these Elder Dragons. Something has to change.
That's right. The Norn of Prophecy has lived up to his title and passed every test. Have some faith, sister.
Have some faith. Have some faith in Braham.
The prophecy and the mysteries. As he said, Jormag has ever overestimated their own intellect.
You certainly know.
It is.
Which of us is revered for his savvy?
It's Raven.
Spirits. Well, I'm an only child.
That sounds more than a little.
Oh. Raven just said that sounds like a lie. Oh. It is. This is something I hadn't thought about. So the dragons that seem to have been corrupted by something, right? And have, in a sense, lost their rationality as we kind of are maybe getting together. I don't know if they've really lost their sanity. I have no idea what's 100% happening with them, and Aurene seems to be figuring it out as well. But what's interesting is that we do seem to have these dragons that fall into these categories of like sentience or question mark, right? Like we were talking about the fact that Primordus is supposedly mindless. Jormag called them, you know, a mindless animal. Zaitan we never necessarily really got to speak with. I don't really know about Zaitan's intelligence, although we kind of talked a little bit about things like the mouth and stuff like that you face off with. If there are certain dragons that haven't had sentience, or sentience as we know it, have they not been corrupted by whatever this thing was? And with Aurene being born early, and she hasn't lived as long as the others, that's also really different. And she's been connected and around, you know, mortal life her whole existence. I have a lot of questions. King, I know you are a dad. I know you gotta do with the jokes. I know. Okay, where to next? Now jump? I think we have to jump down there, huh? That looks like it, right? YOLO! I'm alive! We did it! Woo! Let's just wolf form because we can. We never get to use this as a Norn. There's never really a reason for it unless you're role-playing. Let's role-play as Braham right now and just get in there. Kind of bugs out in Reaper Shroud. More powerful, the more void of mind. Just chaos. Oh. Didn't really get time to have a heart-to-heart with Zaitan. Yeah, we never really got to know or hear much with Zaitan. And I am curious if Primordus really is mindless. Or as you're saying, is it something to do with the power itself? Like, do they kind of lose touch of themselves as an entity if they are so powerful? It's a good point. Or did it have something to do with like the way that they were originally formed, where sentience and things like that were almost divided between them? Or DJ, I'm shamelessly role-playing all the time. Right now, in my brain, role-playing. No. I mean, we're doing it on stream too. This is a role-playing game. Pretty much, the Kralk story told us that. Yes, but we don't know 100% again what all led to that. We can assume that Kralk became unstable because of the amount that he consumed, right? And we do get stuff in the story, like you're saying, that kind of proves that. But when it comes to like the actual sanity question, I don't know if we have 100% good answer on that. Aurene herself says, why is this happening to them? In just a cutscene there. So it seems like if that's something that we had really determined, she would probably have been like, it was the energy that made him, you know, lose himself. But time for more Norn RP!
For centuries.
No, I can't. We're giving you our trust, Braham. You better stay true.
Yeah, Bear's a little gruff, kind of stubborn. I love it.
He's not really clever enough to deceive.
He's not clever enough to deceive? Oh, Braham, Raven's giving you sick burns on top of the burns you'd already be sustaining down in this fire pit. Wow, roasted. Raven's just speaking for all our birds that were sassing Braham. Oh my gosh. I mean, Braham's thing is definitely not wit. I think we can agree on that, and that's okay. Not everybody has to be in that boat of, you know, witty repartee. You can have other traits. Fire pit and roasted. We did it here. We drew the pun, the parallel. So much for them being okay in Jormag's protection. Yeah, exactly. It's like they are in agony, right? That's why she's in Eye of the North pretty much all the time now. Your bet is that Arena's afraid to consume magic to stay sane. Yeah, or that she might be experiencing some kind of instability herself, which we have some hints about, which I'm very worried about. Fab, don't call me out like this. Don't reveal my deep, dark secrets. Look, I like endgame content. And I like collaborative, creative endeavors based around games, stories, narratives, or worlds that we love. Like roleplay. Have I ever been late to stream because I was roleplaying? I cannot deny nor confirm. I have no answer. It's weird. It hasn't. I don't see one. There's not one prepped here for me. Okay, we keep going down. All right, we gotta go fast. We gotta see what's actually gonna happen. Over here cackling, coming up with wild brain theories. We just need to see. Whoa, or die, or we'll just die. That's okay too. Yeah, sure. No, we good. Braham can't die here. Braham's got things he's gotta do, I'm pretty sure. She has. You're not even sorry. Wow, Fab, wow. I regret nothing. Sometimes you just get in the vibe and you're writing so good, you know? For RP events, if there's a special plot event that I have to be at in one of my RP FCs or guilds, then sometimes I won't go to raid. But that's not my fault. That's Fab and Modi's fault for scheduling stuff on Saturday nights, obviously. I'm gonna shift this blame around like it's a hot potato and I'm tossing it back and forth to people. Comba, yes, we are doing giveaways today. So, because I have an ArenaNet partner, we have gem codes for 400 gems each. We've given away 2 already. We'll probably have another one coming up after this instance, and then we'll have one at the end of stream as well. So if you hang around in stream today, when that prompt appears in chat for the giveaway, I will announce it on stream and everything. You can enter to get a code for 400 gems sent to you. Yeah. Fab Modi, you duke it out. I'm gonna talk to Raven. They're gonna join with Primordius. Oh, but you can still commune with them. Interesting.
Being the Norn of Prophecy's worth something. Wish it would have come with wings, though.
You should be so lucky.
Raven is amazing. Raven is the best. Raven is the best. Okay, so the spirits will still retain some sense of themselves in there, it sounds like. But this does make me think even more that Braham is going to become Primordus' champion. If he has this connection to the spirits, but then it's also going to correlate to this connection with Primordus. But is Primordus going to be controllable by the spirits? Okay, all right. We just got to do it. Is that where we go now? Seems like I'm supposed to go jump on that head down there, right? That looks like a dragon head if I ever saw one. Okay, here we go.
Enjoy the drop.
Here we go. Heads up, Flame Brains.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The scale of this, though. Holy cow.
Like you don't have experience reining in rowdies. Can't think of anyone better to lead Primordus to his last fight.
This is why I love Guild Wars 2. The scale of the fantasy is unlike any other game. These massive enemies, environments, zones, these huge, like, taking fantasy to the max. It's just so good. God, that drop was so cool. I am so excited. Okay, down here we go. Now it sounds like they're banking on Primordus getting destroyed. His last fight? Okay, alright. Destroyer of the Last King! Each of the different sort of dragon response mission creatures that we've seen has had some sort of name in reference to, like, what they did in the last great push when Primordus was awake, right? Which has been really cool, I think, honestly. I wonder if this was maybe one of the killers of, like, one of the last Dwarven Kings. Primordus is the biggest dragon, excluding maybe Bubbles. We don't know about Bubbles much. No. We don't have a lot of info on Bubbles. Primordus' mark has very much been felt on the world, though, and we ourselves have fought Primordus in previous seasons, to some degree. Alright, zooming across the arena. I feel like they're not gonna actually give us the culmination of what happens here at Primordus. I feel like that's last chapter finale material, right? I don't know, though. I mean, we're down here. Are they gonna leave us on a cliffhanger? I'm gonna lose my mind. Grikuria, good to see you. So, Final got back to where the billboard is. One of the 3 that are in the city you delivered to. Sorry it took so long to get back. One of the 3 that are in the city you delivered to. Grikuria, I'm not actually sure I know what you're referring to. Can you give me more context?
Yes and no. Now the infection of magic from dead gods and dragons is etched
From
across
dead
his
gods
face.
and dragons?
Hurt yourselves.
So Wolf said the infection of magic from dead gods and dragons is etched across his face. So something about the magic itself carrying something almost akin to a disease. Yeah, would that be Balthazar? Would that be... I have so many questions. The billboard that I'm on? Oh, Gree! Oh my gosh! You're totally fine! Oh my gosh, you're talking about Aetheryte Radio. This is the awkward campaign. Gree, I was just like, what's happening right now? No worries. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you wanted to send a picture, I wonder if it, like, I don't know, maybe it's, I wonder if it is actually me, or it might be somebody else that was affiliated with the campaign. I'm curious to see. Yes, I wonder if they're referring to Balthazar. I wonder if they're referring to something else. I mean, the only thing that we know of seems to be Balthazar and the other dragons that we've killed. Almost like they're killing them, I don't know, if something corrupted with their magic. We did fight Balthazar's hounds in this place, so maybe. It could be. Yeah. Let's see. We've got our nanimal friends. Okay. Sorry, buddies, that you have to be absorbed in there, but I hope everything goes okay. channel wolf.
I will tie the spirits of the wild together in our purpose.
It's that like pack mentality. Oh.
Strengthen the spirits of the wild, the fortitude and ferocity to remain ourselves, even within Primordus.
This is so good.
I will lend Primordus the clarity and reason to recognize his enemy.
Oh, this is so good. I love that they put the spirits in like this. I love they put Braham, the Char, and the Norn, like so much symbolism and things coming together here. And Jormag has always had this antagonism towards the spirits, letting the spirits unite against Jormag. Oh, it's getting me so good in the storytelling beats.
Fix Primordus's ravenous hunger on his sibling to end them both.
Oh, boy. Oh no. Oh no! No!
We're almost devoured.
Champion! 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 Champion time! Champion time! Champion time!
Into claiming the connection. How do you stop an avalanche, yes?
Use Braham! Yes!
Get above it.
We knew it! We knew it! We called it, everybody!
Like
Oh my gosh!
What if I become like...
Why are you doing this? The attention? A legend? A power?
Now he has to face himself!
I'm doing it so everyone will be safe. So my friends will survive.
And all the pitfalls that he made before! Oh my god!
Never doubt your spirit.
What excellent, excellent writing! Oh man! Oh jeez! I'm having so many feelings right now. And now he gets to live his destiny. Even going back to like Destiny's Edge and his mother and the legacy. Dang it, this is so good. Holy cow. Some of us, how many people were calling that Braham was going to become the champion? Now, I will say, I did not expect the spirits of the wild were going to inhabit Primordus as though Primordus were some kind of giant mecha. And Braham's like the pilot. Katie called it.
Did he survive?
I believe he was able to bond with Primordus. Yes. But I'm cut off from him now.
Braham sacrificed himself to protect us all. How could he?
His plan could very well succeed. If Jormag and Primordus are coaxed into confrontation, they will destroy each other.
Or they will come together.
But what happens to Braham when they do?
They'll become
It
one.
was his choice.
And they'll be complete and they'll balance each other.
We have to respect it. No matter the outcome, we owe him that.
I mean, I feel good. I feel good about this. I don't know about everybody else. I feel good about it.
Commander, it's Krisha. What's your day look like?
Oh, Krisha.
I'm sure you're about to tell me.
So many things have
Alice and
happened.
I reached out to the Omicron. We're spearheading an alliance. Long term.
Yay, good!
Is that something they'd be interested in? I mean, with the Flame Legion back in the picture.
It's a new Flame Legion, or a new Char, a united Char. The Omicron are at least willing to hear us out. They're sending Rox as their representative, and I'd like you to join us. A kind of neutral mediator.
Yeah, that's
I'd
us.
be honored. Haven't seen Rox since Dragonfall.
And we get more
It'd
rocks
be nice to catch up.
We're meeting south of Lion's Arch, Blood-Tide Coast. See you soon, Commander.
They're giving me everything that I want. Bramdu. More Aurene time. Return of Sass Cabbage. More Tengu. Cool cutscene things. Dragons on dragons on dragons. Spirits of the Wild. My heart is so full. I'm so happy. They took their time setting things up, but now the payoff happens. Blood-Tide Coast Dragon Response Mission. Okay. We're gonna go in private. Veiled. I can just hear in the distance. There's like a voice calling. Oh my gosh, it's Guild Wars 2, Veiled. Guild Wars 2 wants you to come back to it. It's... Oh my gosh, it's Mistio. Outer brain gears turning. Katie, your friend played it. She got so mad. Oh no. Katie, does she love or hate Braham? That's the next question. Rox, you're looking good. I missed you in Frostbite.
You too. What is going on?
I missed you. I love you. I missed you.
All of a sudden, a bunch of soldiers came ripping through from Lion's Village. Sounds like Jormag tried to launch a sneak attack from the south.
Oh, what? Whoa, babe.
Us, huh?
It's Raptor time.
Or is it the 4 of us and a few Lion Guard?
We sent word to anyone we could get a hold of. Hopefully they show up in time.
I'll take any help we can get. Where are the others?
I'm just following Rox like there's no tomorrow. Okay, let's go, let's go.
Why are there so many quaggins everywhere?
And Cree!
Come on, Commander. Let's pitch in.
They live here? Why are there so many quaggins? They live here. This is their home. They were enjoying some popcorn on the underwater couch, watching some Netflix, when all this nonsense started happening. Alright, Quaggins evacuated! Oh, my babies! Oh, we gotta save the Quaggins, everybody. This is #1 top tier crucial importance. Icebrood killed 7 out of 20. You laughed so hard at that line, it's really good. Kree's like, why are there so many Quaggins everywhere? Rox is like, I don't know, because they live here? Oh, Quaggies, did I give my voice to Siri? As far as I know, they did not voice sample me for the creation of Siri, but I could be wrong. Oh, Lord, my butt is getting cold. I got frostbite, but not the cute little animal companion. I always go straight for the fight all the things part of the mission, and I'm pretty sure that everybody else in our fam goes straight to the other part of the mission. Hold on, I coming. I can't get, there we go. There we go. Let's go help these friends. I'm on the way. And the music is so good. Of course, it was really sad to hear that one of the composers for Guild Wars 2 just recently passed away. But so much beautiful music to remember them by here in the game. And oh my gosh, I mean, this whole chapter has just had some gorgeous tracks that I'm really excited about. Oh, this is where we're at. Okay, alright. It was not Jeremy Soule. It was, Obi Kasu, do you have the name in chat? I don't want to mess it up, so I was holding off. No, it was not Jeremy Soule. We would have mixed feelings if it was Soule. Stan Lepard, that's who it was. Stan Lepard. Okay. Oh, we did it! Pre-event complete! Yeah, it was really sad to hear. I know some of the devs and other people posted about it, but yeah, Soule hasn't composed anything the base game. I think, did Lepard do the majority of other stuff after that? We've had several. Because there's another person who collaborates on the music too. Man, the music is just so good. Before stream, I was actually just playing the Guild Wars 2 soundtrack, and somebody was like, "Is this music from Lord of the Rings?" And I was like, "No, it's from Guild Wars 2." Our soundtrack is great. Okay, woodpiles delivered to Lighthouse Generator. Defend Stormbluff Isle from the Icebrood assault. Use suits of enchanted armor to crush enemies. Faction aid exalted. Oh god. Faction aid OP. Rox, there you are, friendo. Hi, friendo. Okay. Very much in character right now for my strong Norn champion of Aurene. Hey, friendo. How's it going? How you doing? Where am I supposed to take all this wood to? Where does it go? To Lighthouse Generator. Does it show me on the map? Yes, back there. Haha, thank you. I I see that ping. Back here in the corner. The part... McLean. McLean Dimer was the one that I was thinking of. Lena Rain. Oh. Okay. Turned it in. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Scout it out for other wood. Here we go. Lena Chappelle McLean Dimer did most of the music post-launch. Was Lepard responsible for the Oreen? GSR, the new content is so good. We're doing one of the DRMs right now. The second DRM. Oh, I have so many feelings about this episode already, and I'm so excited. Oh, I fell in a hole. I was so excited I fell in a hole. Now my booty's everywhere. Booty for days. This is how the world ends. Or starts anew? Same Lena. Lena did much of the Great Heart of Thorns music. Oh, okay. Haha. Yeah, we've had some incredible soundtracks. I do love the Heart of Thorns track. I mean, the thing is, though, is that honestly, I think all the different tracks capture different elements of the game so well. I really did. I was in love with so much of the Season 4 music. And that, like, Oreen Dragon Full of Light, oh my gosh, every single time. I just lose it. My heart does a squeeze. It wrings all the feelings and tears out of me. Oreen Dragon of Light was McLean. And now she writes music for Minecraft. Casso, I wouldn't be surprised because I was... this is such a random thing. I was recently listening to some of the soundtracks from, was it Minecraft Legends? Or like the ones where they went around and did a whole bunch of mythology stuff. And it's beautiful. It popped up on one of my Spotify recs and I went, this is Minecraft music? Oh, now we have to defeat Icebrood Waves. Okay, going back. The lighthouse is active. Skyscale makes this one easy. You know, it's nice that all the work you put into it pays off. I will say that much. It's a good feeling. I'm curious to see what the boss is going to be on this one, though. You still need to get your Skyscale? Katie, have you done any work on it at all yet? I think Lena contracts for several different games. She makes amazing stuff. Gosh, there are just so many incredible artists, musical artists. I mean, just so many different talented people involved in games and making games. And if there is like a game where you do really like the music and listen to that soundtrack at least once, it's so worth like exploring what other things those composers have made, because you can go and support them and then before you know it, you start like hearing the similarities in different games. You haven't even started it yet. Katie, you're gonna get there. I believe in you. I believe in you! It is a long haul, but you can chip away at it. Like, that's the thing. You don't always have to, like, super mega hardcore grind a lot of stuff. Like, you can absolutely chip away at different things. And especially now with so many of the different maps in Living Season 5. Oh, sure, yeah, I guess I'll be this big boy now. Why not? Do it. Oh, it's... wait. Oh. It's a little bit awkward when you use the glider. It's like, where did those come from? Sorry, I got distracted and amused. Yes, especially now with so many of the Living Season 5 maps having some kind of farmable currency that you can do while you're working on other stuff and then exchange at vendors and, you know, get the currencies and things from Season 4. I think particularly Bjorn Marches. You can do that really easily. You can even just like camp a little bit of Drakkar there and get like the chests and stuff. Skyscale Collection made you quit the game for half a year. Just take it in little bits and pieces.
No matter what our elders may think.
And Malice is here.
I've said it better myself.
Oh my god. It's good to see. Okay, one. It is good to see 3 of my favorite Char ladies in one place. Malice, Rox, and Kree can all step on me. Look, I know there's a fight happening in the background, but we needed to take a moment here during Women's History Month to celebrate the beautiful Char women in our lives. And the fact that all 3 of them are right here, Modi, it's a good thing that I am so tall and long, though. More real estate for step in. They can take top, middle, bottom. Welcome to my family adjacent stream. I feel like Rox doesn't quite channel step on me energy. She's very sweet, but I think she could do it. I think she could do it. Kasi, what? What? Boogie, I'm so sorry that the Sky Scale Collections made you quit. I always find that, like, if there is something, like a grind that you were just having a miserable time with, just don't do it anymore. Or break it down into something really easy. And just don't, like, beat yourself up with the idea of, like, I have to have this done in a week or I'm gonna be so mad. When I first started playing MMOs, I was so much like, if I want the thing, I'm gonna do everything, every waking hour to get it. And now I'm like, what can I do like once per day that'll kind of get me towards it? Alright. Yeah, maybe Saturday I'll put a few extra hours in. Okay. Alright. Eventually you did it, but slowly. It's just one of those things. With the adjustments, it's better. It's definitely a little bit better. But it is one of those things where it is time investment versus gold versus, you know, effort versus whatever it is. It's just time. And I actually really like a lot of the stuff they did. I think that, you know, raising the dragon is so cute and like all that kind of stuff is really good. I just wish they'd take a few of those map loops out of the early phases. When you're just doing the exact same loop around Dragonfall, I was like, please. I would rather do anything but this. You're supposed to say, "Rook at that." The step on me comments. Obi, you don't have to do anything. Yeah, the loops. Gosh, they got me too. You're not alone. I was like, please, anything but doing the exact same thing for 5 steps. Katie, Logan, Thackeray, Countess and niece could step on you and you'd thank them too. Katie, I don't know, you know, for sure where you're at in like your life and your identity, and it's totally fine. But that is strong pansexual or bisexual energy if I've ever heard it. Which is also, I understand and relate to that deeply. There's so many times where I'm like, okay, he can step on me, she can step on me. Katie, I sensed the kindred spirit. I understand. Trust me, I've been there. It's tough when a game has so very many characters. So very many characters for you to fall in love with. Somebody lost their marbles designing that. I mean, I think they just... It's one of those things where, like, every MMO is gonna have some kind of grinding content in it. Like, it's just the nature of MMOs. Because as you wait between patches, what do you do to sometimes fill that, especially for, like, large developmental things? Easily repeated, time investment kind of grinds from players. But yeah, I think there was a little bit of rebalancing that needed to be done. Granted, like, it is a powerful mount. And it really, like, it's worth the effort. But, I just never particularly like it when, like, multiple steps make me do the exact same thing over and over and over and over. I'm like, even if it's just a different task each time, I'm fine with that, but... Heck, you even love Lord Farron and Traherne! Katie, yes! So many people don't like Traherne! I was sold on that salad from the get-go. I was like, he's a little smelly because he hangs out with the undead all the time, but I'm kind of into it.
That's the last ice wall down. Let's get back in there.
Okay, alright. Ice wall's down. I'm waiting for... Tribune Split Wall. Is this our boss for this one? This feels like a boss to me. Oh yeah, oh jeez, oh god. Really, Vortex of Doom, don't use my own Guardian moves against me, you big jerk! And again with that good music, though. Okay. Get out of there. Oh, he's doing the wheelie again. There it is. Oh no. Oh god. And there's balls to dodge. Mechanics in my MMO? Oh, is that why his name is Split Wall? Because he makes these, like, these big walls? That's cool. And now I'm guessing we gotta fight the... Oh no, we gotta get on the ship. Everybody's going back to the ship right now. Traherne went out in a good way to you, but honestly, could have gone out with sword in hand and it would have been better. Okay. Oh, I see. We're using the cannons against them. We're not gonna fight them face to face. This feels a little bit like being in a shooting gallery. Oh, we're using them to break down the wall. I see. Tear down that wall. Now we got lots of boys on the field. Okay. Oh, yeah, oh God. There's so many. There's so many boys, though. I'm gonna bring them up here so we can cleave like there's no tomorrow. Oh God, there's a puddle underneath him. Honestly, though, the indicators and things, even from the new fractal into like this, they have been so much clearer, so much better. I feel like the mechanics are really coming along with some of their refining of things this season, which has been really cool to see. Woohoo! All right. I mean, it's definitely optional to have a sky scale. Like, granted, on some of the maps, it can be something. Again, it's not gonna like keep you from playing the story or things like that, but you know, particularly Dragonfall, some of those, they were obviously designed with sky scale mobility in mind. But I mean, the Griffin is a great flying mount that actually can it can be faster, it can move quicker. If you learn how to use it, it's actually super good. And there's some fun content around it, and that's less time, more gold. It's easier to get. You're just gonna pay a little bit more for it, whereas the sky scale is more time, less gold. So there are alternatives. It's just that you want that sky scale though, and it really does make a big difference. Okay, back to the boat. Go touch the butt. The person you play it with keeps up just fine without it in Drizzlewood, which is probably the most sky scale oriented map. Yeah, Dragonfall and Drizzlewood, I would say, have a lot of that kind of stuff. Okay, bust down that wall again.
That's the last ice wall down.
That's fun. I like that how they kind of set the mechanics up for this. That's neat. Okay. I think we're just ignoring that portal. We're gonna go in for split wall. Why you done flung yourself off into the middle of nowhere? What are you doing, Ira? In Drizzlewood, you use mostly Griffin since you're easily up in the air and things like that. There's a lot of points you can kind of drop off of. Yeah! And it's so pretty, and I mean it's a dragon. So as we've talked about today, all very important.
Looks like they're pulling back.
Let's accept these.
Thank you, Rox. Like I said, Omicron can't sit this out. But there's something else.
So many good friends, so many
What's
good
that?
friends, so many good
Monica's
friends.
first thought was this might be another Imperator vanity exercise like Vanguard's All-Legion rally. The more I thought about it, and your moves over the last year, Malice, are you planning to become Connor?
Yes.
I don't want it. Ash politics are the only kind I care about. I like having equals to spy on. Makes things interesting.
Kree should be Connor. I'm just saying. I truly believe with all of my heart that Cretia is the next person who should be voted into office for Connor. She is so good. She is smart. She's level-headed. She has like connections to both sides of this. She understands the plight of her people. She's not in the shadows like Malice. She's in the forefront. Kree would be so good. And hey, if Malice isn't gonna take it, first Primordus tries taking Lion's Arch, then Jormag. They were lucky you were here to help.
We all did our part. The reinforcements didn't hurt either. As always, appreciate the extra paw.
I give her a slightly different voice than she actually has in the game. I didn't even do it fully there. My favorite is when you kind of make her sound like this. A little bit of the Khajiit from Elder Scrolls Online. In my head, that's how she sounds. Ridlock trying to do paperwork, he would hate it. He'd be the crying cat meme. Yeah, no. What do you think about the Olmecon?
Whenever I had to put up with Bangar or Smolder's crap, I envied their simplified priorities. Can't blame them for sticking their heads in the sand when we were tearing ourselves apart in Drizzlewood. But they're here now. That's all I care about. And Rox has always been reliable.
Yes.
I'm glad she's with us.
They're putting together all the factions of the Char. They're so good. Katie, have a good night. It was so good to hang out with you. Bond over characters we love. Thanks so much. Have a good one. Was there anything more from Malice? No. Okay. Rox. Oh, she got those good shoulder pads too. Gosh, it's been too long since we got to hang out with Rox. Never a dull moment when you're around, Commander. Thanks for helping us out. How's life with the Olmecon?
Simple, you know? Quiet. Nice. And Frostbite loves it too. Devourers don't usually get to retire. Heard about some of the stuff that's happened since Dragonfall. Sometimes I miss it. Most times I don't.
I'm glad Frostbite gets to, you know, really relax and get that R&R in now. You, talked to Braham since you joined the Olmecon?
I heard something about Primordius and the spirits of the wild. Figured I'd give him some space. I'm proud of him, though.
Aww.
Last time we sent letters was a year ago. He was changed. Even then.
Oh, no, that's cute, though.
Hey.
Do you really think the Olmecon will forgive the Flame Legion?
No. But then, that's the old Flame Legion. Everything I've heard about Ephraim is...
Ephraim's also so good. Ephraim's also amazing.
They're fighting to save this world, and the Olmecon will do the same. So, we'll figure it out.
Everybody coming together, making peace. Thank you for helping us, Commander. So much for neutral mediation. Recruiting the Olmecon was your idea?
It's not really recruiting. I know the Olmecon take a dim view of the Flame Legion. And now they're back in the fold. The last thing I wanted was a rift between us. Flames changed. The Char have changed. I want them to see that.
Look at her uniting people. You love to see it. You love to see it. Connor. Should be Connor for sure. Okay, where are we going for this mastery point? Underwater? Whoa! It's cold in here. Countered?
Hey, Commander. Really hope you're not too busy right now.
Something going on I should know about?
Ephraim's still trying to save the rest of the Flame Legion in Fireheart Rise.
We get to go hang out with Ephraim?
He had this whole plan on how to approach them, and bam! Destroyers started crawling out of the old ritual sites.
It's gonna be hard to convince anyone to help. Old Guard Flame Legion aren't exactly
Hashtag blessed. They're just giving me everything this chapter.
Burn. It'd be ironic, but, you know, in a good way.
Does Ephraim really think that they'll recognize him as Flame Imperator? That he can convince them?
Ephraim can do anything that he puts his mind to. He's beautiful and kind-hearted and strong.
Anyway, I called out
Did I mention beautiful?
But I'm not holding my breath.
I'll be there soon. Can't guarantee this'll end well, though.
Ira, I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more optimistic. Because a lot of things have happened we never thought would end well. And here we are. Ending better than we expected. Still waiting to see if Zoja's okay. Everybody's like, hey, Commander. I feel like the Commander has to, anytime, comms go like, ping, and the Commander's just like, yep. Hey, Commander. And your Commander's just like, oh boy, here we go again. What is it this time? Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not surprised. Okay. Bye-bye. Mostly Astur and Sylvari. And we are going to do another gem giveaway after this, so just a little heads up.
We need to get down there before Ephraim's overrun.
And we get Ridlock and Ephraim. This has been a good chapter. I have loved this. Everything. The story. The Braham stuff. The music. The DRMs. I think I still do like the DRMs from the last installment. Maybe a little more. I really liked the variety. I thought they were really good. But at the same time, these ones have been really memorable. That last one in particular was really good. I liked that with that final fight with the boat and stuff. Okay. Plant emblems to rally the Legion. Repair flame turrets. Destroyers killed. Alright. Dang it, how could you? Now I'm excited again. Otter, we just gotta be in like continual hype cycles for a little bit here. It's just sort of how it goes right now, you know? Until we get new stuff. Perfect world. Last map on Eye of the North, we champion Showdown. Then Epilogue with Dominion of Winds. X-Pack in the fall, I know. And Boogie, until we hear more, I mean, I wouldn't rule it out, right? We've had a lot of stuff. We've had a lot of stuff coming out, tidbits here and there, but we don't really have official release dates or anything yet. I'm really hoping we get that soon so we have a better idea of how all of this is coming together to lead into a new X-Pack, right? But I am still holding out hope that we get the X-Pack this year. Gemini, how's it going, my fellow Gemini friends? Boogie, it would be so good. Sadly, you don't have much faith in ArenaNet. It's funny to me because, like, I have faith in the developers. I have faith in so many different parts of ArenaNet. I've met so many passionate, wonderful people that work there, and so many people who really, like, truly, they care about this game. They care about the players. It's, with, like, corporations and companies, it's usually the people that are doing the actual, you know, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the higher ups that are kind of pushing off schedules and things like that I'm usually like, And it has always been kind of strange with Guild Wars 2 that it feels like they really are prohibited from saying a lot about the game in advance, which is such a hindrance to it, you know? I don't know like what exec or higher up kind of comes up with that. I have no idea. The boss fights from the set of DRMs are a bit more all over the place than the previous ones. Yeah, Modus, that's a good point. I think what I really liked about the last one was just that, like, each one of those DRMs had, you know, a boss with, like, really different and unique mechanics. They felt, like, really tightly tuned. Like, you know, they weren't crazy difficult or anything, but they felt memorable to me. They felt distinctive. We had that first reveal of the, like, you know, Primordus' sort of champion type thing with the dragon bug at the end, and it's so good. I just thought that it was a really good set. This one has felt, like you said, maybe a little bit more sporadic. Like, it's still good. I'm still enjoying it, and I think it fits well with the story. But each one maybe doesn't feel quite as distinctive. The second one was really good, though. I mean, yeah, all over the place goes hand in hand with Primordus. Management, there we go. Yeah, like management is usually who I'm like, I don't know. Gemini, you're good. You got a new job, long hours. You got the vaccine today. Oh my gosh. The long hours, that's, you know, that has to be tough. All the other stuff sounds so good though. Are you enjoying the new job overall, even with the long hours? Oh, we gotta go over here. I'm just still over here chilling, hanging out.
Appreciate the help. We need to stem the tide here before pushing to the Citadel.
Oh, he's just so good. His voice is so good. His look is so good. He's like a fiery, super cool Mufasa. Like an Anthro Mufasa. He's just so good. I just like his color scheme and stuff. And I really, really enjoyed the little things that they gave him in the prologue. I think, like hearing from him and about the Flame Legion really did some work early on with like establishing his character and maybe refreshing for people or for people who aren't Char players exactly what's happening with the different legions. It was much needed. Anxious Bubble, developing a game is hard. There will always be trade-offs. Wish the gamers could understand that a bit more. Bubble, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. And that's why here we do try to foster a very like, yes, critique is valid kind of thing, but it's also just as important to keep in mind there's a lot of things we never see as gamers. There's a lot of decisions behind the scenes. There's a lot of things that can cause obstructions or problems. There's all sorts of stuff that goes into the process that like we never ever see. So like a lot of the internet likes to bandwagon on developers or kind of like throw out there, you know, like, oh yeah, well this company just it sucks and they don't care about anybody and it's not like they'd ever do anything for us that, you know, matters. But when it comes down to it, like all you are doing is hurting the game that you enjoy, right? Like by kind of talking about that stuff without really knowing a lot of the context, and not really giving constructive feedback, but just kind of railing about how the game is terrible and in decline no matter what the actual state is, or how much you think that the developers hate people, or whatever it is, right? All it does is discourage new players. It makes the entire game environment more miserable, and sometimes it actually like affects your own mindset, so you may not be really considering everything that's happening. So like, we always encourage good discussion, constructive discussion. Feedback is so important, but it is important to remember that devs are people too. There's a lot that goes into the making of games, the monetary element of games, things that are crucial to support the other components of games that we enjoy that we don't always know about. Had a chance to experience how Guild Wars 2 is developed. Love the game, but Boogie, I mean, I think there's definitely some like valid critique, especially when it comes to like communication, release pacing for a long time, and like the overall kind of trajectory of the game. I think there was a lot of ambiguity for that for a while. I don't know exactly what was going on behind the scenes, but we've seen a lot with Season 4 and 5. I think like some new people come in, some new higher-ups, a lot of things that I think ultimately were really good for the game, because we've had a really steady release schedule. We've had more communication than we've had for years these past couple seasons. We've had a clear-cut future, a new expansion on the horizon. There have been some great guild chats that Ruby's been doing over on the Guild Wars 2 channel. There's been some great developer blog posts that have been going up, so check those out too if you're curious. And a lot of new people coming into the game. So I think they're getting there. I think it just took a little while to kind of figure it out. And some of that is just the nature of Guild Wars 2, right? Because it is so low cost to entry. It's about as close to free to play as it can get. It's very similar to other games like Warframe, where we've seen the same thing, right? They're not always sure when they can release content, how much content they can release, because they don't have the subscription base. The game itself is so low cost to entry that I think development is a little bit more erratic because of it, but they've really been trying to lock it in recently, which has been good. We know they hate his comments. Like, really, you believe that? Well, Otter, it stinks so bad too, because if, like, I can be honest, like, I have been so lucky, and I consider myself so lucky. It's still overwhelming to me that I've been able to meet many of the devs and many of the team that make this game happen. And oh my gosh, like, it's just really different when you're talking to people face to face. And back during the like layoffs a long time ago, well, I guess a few years ago now, the big layoffs that hit a lot of gaming companies but also hit ArenaNet, right? There was an event that was done in game that was We Love You ArenaNet, and players came together to do all sorts of gatherings to support the devs and say like, thank you for everything you've given us in this game. And it was such a beautiful moment for so much of the community. And that year, I had the pleasure of going to do the Extra Life charity and go to the studios and help with the like fundraising marathon that they run and be a part of that broadcast. And when I was there was an entire wall in the studio where employees had just printed off screenshots and messages from the player base and taped them to the wall and had up there to help get them through that entire year. And like, that's the kind of human element we have to remember that goes into games, because there are so many people that if you want to keep seeing good content and passionate creators being a part of a team, you have to keep that humanity element in mind. When you scream into an echo chamber, you only hear your own comments back. True, that's also important. It's important to keep an eye out and like read a lot of different sources, do a lot of critical thinking on your own too. Gemini, new job is okay. Oh wait, hold on, I'm catching up. I gotta scroll back. Confusing though, you work as a PCT at a dialysis center right now. Oh my gosh. But since you were senior phlebotomist at a plasma center for 4 years in the past, it helped a bit. Oh, Gemini, that's a lot to have to like learn and figure out. I know you're gonna pick up on it though. I know you're gonna get there. Spellbound, you do feel like a lot of the poor decisions of a game comes from publishers and developers having to try to make it as not bad as possible, right? Yeah. And when it comes down to it, a lot of times they are given, you know, this is your budget, your time frame, the amount of things that you can do. Now do something with it the players are gonna love. And they're like, okay. Like, you know what I mean? Square Enix has a section in their offices that have things like thank you notes as well. Yeah! Like, people are people are people. The creatives that make our games are also, many of them, players. You know, you'll often see devs running around in the game themselves. Like, it's pretty neat. To be honest, the biggest hurdle is how you suck at math. Oh, Gemini. If math's needed for that job, more power to you, because I would not be able to do it. And it was super wholesome. Anxious is a blog called Ask a Game Dev that really enlightened you on a lot of misconceptions. You recommend it all the time. Anxious, was that started by Gauhomi? Jennifer Sherrill. I know Jennifer Sherrill had, she's a game dev that I follow, who actually worked for a bit on an unlabeled project in ArenaNet. But even before that, I was following her. And she started like a thread on Twitter that was about that. I don't know if it was inspired by the blog or if she was related to it in some way. Jazz, you're on board with being constructive and considerate, but at the same time, we're the consumers. It's not most of our job description to worry about what goes on behind the scenes. No, I mean, Jazz, that's a fair point, too. It's a fair point, too. The actual impressions of the community is a very important thing for the developers to keep in mind, right? How are we being received? But I do also believe that, especially as people who are active in communities and in things like MMOs where our feedback has more clout than in many other games, believe it or not, like it really does, because we are a part of the ongoing experience and development of the game, right? I do think that it is somewhat on us to make sure that what we're putting out there, both as information for other players, both as something that contributes to like the environment in an MMO, our guilds, our zone chats even, right? I think it is on us as well to have a balanced perspective. All the music. Can I just take a second though? Because the music is killing it. It's killing it. We're over here having this serious discussion and I'm like, oh my god, this music is incredible. I'm sorry. It's so good. I feel like I can fall off of this and die. Oh my god. Oh my god. Braham, though. Okay. All right. We'll get back to this discussion in a second. Some things are happening right now. We got to do them. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He looks amazing. I mean, I'm very glad that they released this, like, Champion of Aurene set, because all these other champions get these cool magical girl glow-ups. We didn't get any magical girl glow-up in the actual story. I'm still holding out for it. Like, let me get some sort of bonus costume unlocked by the time this is all done that makes me look cool. I've got mine on for my own headcanon purposes. He went Super Saiyan. He is molten. Dare I say, Braham got hot? That's a real glow up right there. Tribune Split Gold, though, is very intense. Woo! I'm also really, really, really nervous about flying off of this platform. Braham, do you understand me? Do you still speak? Oh, God. He just raging over there.
No killing a big fire guy.
He's not an enemy.
He's our friend.
Fire guys are murdered.
That's Braham. I swear he's our friend. It's been a rocky relationship. But I think we're in bro zone at this point. Oh, this spicy. This spicy. This one might be one of the harder ones we've done so far. Panic dude. Ow! This is fine. It's less fine. It's maybe fine. It's not dead yet. Not dead yet. Oh no. Oh, have we lost him? There's a bit of wolf. A bit of leopard, bit of wolf. Oh my gosh, he's leading Prime Forces! This is amazing! I'm sorry, I'm just like... That's what the Obey Your Alpha thing was about. He's calling them in to lead them. When do I get to lead a whole bunch of baby crystal dragons? Please, Guild Wars 2. Let me live that Arene's champion fantasy. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Oh gosh, oh jeez, oh man, oh boy. Ah, no, 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 no! Totally fine. Totally good. Woo! This is absolute chaos. I'm coming, Stein. I'm coming, Stein. It's a spicy fight. God, I hope Braham's okay. He wasn't super smart to begin with, but it seems like even that intelligence has drastically gone down.
Commander.
Wait. He does recognize us. No, come back! Don't you Team Rocket away from me! You get your fiery magma ass back here! Oh my god! Braham smash, then Braham go to space! He did a Super Braham!
Allies never came to our side before. They see a chance for the Flame Legion to join the rest of the world.
Yeah, come join
You
us.
caught a glimpse of that world today.
Oh, I got ice in one hand, fire in
The question
the other.
they're all asking is, can you cast aside your hatred? Grow beyond fighting Balefire's failed campaign? Many would rather die, but I'm not one of them. And there are others like me. It will take time. But we would rather join the new world than be swept away with the old.
Progress.
Imperator.
That's progress.
Commander, when you fight the Twin Dragons, you can depend on the whole of the Flame Legion to be by your
But we
side.
can't kill Primordius because he'll probably kill Braham now.
Like that. You two all right?
No. Not really.
No, I have some
What
concerns,
Braham
yeah.
did, what he's let himself become. Kid's a warrior. He's controlling the pure destruction and hunger of the raging flame. That's no small feat.
Well, I mean, he had to control his own
he up
anger
to it?
for so long.
The leash he had those
Oh,
destroyers on
he
was
saw what
shaky.
happened when he let it
was
run
a leash,
wild.
Nonetheless, they came to his call and followed at his heels. He's running them like a wolf pack.
And what's
He's got the
cost?
spirits.
We can't let this go on. He's struggling, and he's suffering.
Yeah, he is. For us. For all the right reasons, Commander.
Oh no, I
Mortis'
kind of
champion
like
or
Braham
not,
now.
There's heart in Braham's eyes. Haven't seen one speck of that in Ryland's. Then there's
Yeah, I
still
mean,
hope
the
for
spirits definitely seem to be helping Braham, right? They seem to be facilitating. Yeah, I hope he doesn't die, you know? I mean, it could work as an arc for him. But, you know, carrying on Air's legacy and stuff like that, you can't just kill the whole Erickson family. Like, let the boy live and grow and learn. The Flame Legion has a long road ahead. Can you get the outliers to fall in line?
You can't undo generations of hate in a day. To many, Flame is still the Gold Legion. Unreliable, undependable.
Were they called the Gold Legion before they became the
will
Flame
refuse
Legion?
to step
I didn't know
forward.
that.
I have to accept that. And as Imperator, their punishment will fall to me.
I believe in you.
Gotta figure it'll be a lot more than some.
You can do it.
Old thoughts die hard. What would you do? Dunno. But then
Oh,
I
hello.
wasn't dumb enough to become an Imperator. That's on you. I know.
Thinking about moving back into the Citadel?
No. These are the lands of false gods, dead prophets, and ruinous ideologies. The new Flame Legion will grow elsewhere. We'll find a new home, one less tainted by a reputation we hope to shed.
Ephraim's just trailblazing for his entire people. So proud of him. He's doing so good. Aha! Rebranded as Flame Legion. Okay, well, we did it. There it is, Chapter 3. This one got me good. This one just, like, clobbered me with all the stuff I was hoping to actually see come to fruition. Everything with Braham, man, I love it. I love the culmination of those scenes. I think the writing was so good. His journey really has been so strong. Whatever you think of him, because he's a very divisive character, right? I'm surprised by how much I like this sort of turn for him. And of course, that'll be different for everybody. And of course, there's a lot of bigger connotations with something like this for him, and the power that he's wielding. But I think it's cool. I think it's nice to see his story kind of reach its peak with this, and I can very much say I didn't expect the Spirits of the Wild to go climb in Primordius's head. I did not expect any of that, but I dig it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's been amazing getting to connect with everybody here on YouTube. You can also catch me over on Twitch. Usually new YouTube video on Tuesdays, streams Wednesday through Saturday, and a podcast on Saturdays, so keep an eye out for that. It's always a good time in the Bird fam, whether you're on YouTube or on Twitch. I love you all very much. You can find me everywhere at Bird of Chess, pretty much. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, where we are, Twitch.